Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Aji Shafe. We just have to look at stories trending in the world of sport. Well, recently, Israel Adesanya was defeated by Alex Pereira in their encounter over there at the UFC 281 in the US. But right now, Adesanya says he wants a Pereira rematch. He wants to get his own pound of flesh. And actually, he said, yes, people can see that he can't beat Pereira if he works harder. All he needs to do is to drop his ego, because in that fight, he did well, but it was at the 5th round that Pereira got the best out of him. But really, from the 1st to 4th, they really dragged it out. But right now, for Adesanya, that will be another day, because Dana White, that's the chairman or president of UFC, saying, well, he will give a thought to it to see if they can have a rematch between Adesanya and talking about Alex Pereira. I have in the studio Olawale Peters to talk sport. Good to have you.
Yeah, and Adeni, good evening. It's my pleasure to be back to the studio.
Yes.
I think Adesanya should just take it easy, and he shouldn't rush it to go back to seek revenge. That's the truth. He shouldn't go the way of AJ.
Or go the way of Deontay Wilder, who was defeated
Deontay Wilder also, who was
twice
also, and also our own AJ also.
And Kamaru Usman.
And Kamaru Usman also. He should learn from their own mistakes, and what he needs to do is to take it easy. And I love his interview. He agreed and accepted that he lost the match because of his ego.
Yes.
Because the first 3 rounds he won, so it's overconfidence. That, oh, probably I'm leading, I can do it. I know I can do it.
Relaxed.
You now relax, now turn it to probably something that you want to be showing.
Showboating.
Exactly, it's boating on. You're not yet at the cross line. That's what they said in sport. It is not over until it is over. So I think saying that he knows that he can beat him, but did he beat him?
No.
No. Who won?
Pereira.
Pereira won. So who is the middleweight champion now?
Pereira.
So he should just take it easy, watch the clip, watch himself, and when it is the right time. But if it is not the right time, and you said he wants to go back again, there's an adage in Yoruba that says that someone that cannot beat you, that's now going to wait for you by the roadside. What is going to collect is what they call another beating, so that his case will not be collecting another beating. So the fact is, he should just relax himself, let him be in the good mental, because when it comes to this fight, you have to be mentally okay. Before emotionally, you have to be okay. Right now, it's not okay. Why is it not okay? It's looking at, this is someone that I can beat.
At least I did this. It's talking out of anger now.
Yes, so it's going out of anger, and you don't do that. You don't do that.
Cool down first.
Cool down first, and work on your strategy that will make you to win the match. Don't go for revenge, sincerely. If he does that, probably his career will be nosediving, and I don't think that is the best thing for him to do. I'm expecting his management team also to give him this good advice. Yes, we know you can beat him 100 times, but you know what? Let's take it easy. We're going to get a rematch. It happens all the time, but it's not something that you should be looking at for next month. January, February, do some training, shed some weight, put down your ego, then from there, you can kickstart it.
And now, looking at the fact that Adesanya, he has never lost in this particular 281. This is his best side. The style bender, as they call him, has been fantastic when it comes to this sport. But this year, I really take my time to look at almost either Nigerian or you can call them attached Nigerian, whatever it is. But really, Kamaru Usman lost his first fight for the first time in his career this year. Adesanya also the same thing now. Anthony Joshua, okay, we agree. There was a time he lost against Andy Ruiz first, but this year he tried to come back. It was back to back, and he lost against that Ukrainian. And you also look at from the way it is. It seems when it comes to fighting sport, either combat, either boxing, this year not too sweet for all the. Like I said earlier, Nigerian or attaching Nigerian.
Okay, the truth is it's much difficult to maintain, sustain success than failure. Because if you're at the top, everybody wants to beat you. Everybody wants to bring you down. So that's why you need more of training, do less talk, do the job. But unfortunately, they allow the Nigerian mentality in them to get into them by doing more talk and less action. That's what happens to AJ Anthony Joshua. You know, we said it here that rematch is too soon. He should just take his time. He needs to work on a lot of things. His leg work, his movement, his body weight. He needs to work on that. He did not wait until he achieved all those goals before he went for the rematch, and we saw what happened. Kamaru Usman also, you see, the truth is you cannot be holding a record for a lifetime. One day, the record will be broken. And I know how it feels for a record to be broken, and he wants to get it back. But if you did not get it right, it's not that probably is. Don't let us have this mentality that, oh, is this something going on with our activities in Nigeria that is having effect on them? Not at all. It is about their own preparation. And if you ask them very well, they will agree with you that they are the reason why they lost the fight. Like Adesanya.
He was at least very factual to himself.
Very factual to himself that he lost it. He knew why he lost it. So then he shouldn't go there. I mean, he shouldn't go back in a rush that he wants to go and collect it back. It belongs to you. You own it. This is the first time you are losing. But if you go back again and you are defeated, that means you don't even have any chance again to come back again. So it's not something that is wrong with the country or with our fighting spirit or whatever. It is just a coincidence that it happens, but they should not rush to claim what they can get. It's like, like they are too in hurry. Or they shouldn't allow the promoters, because they want to get
at least some money.
They want to get a lot of money. They shouldn't allow the promoters to push them when they are not yet ready. They should just take their time. They will still get back there.
They will still get back there. Coming from Olawale Pizzas there, we've been talking about Israel Adesanya trying to get a rematch against Alex Pereira, who defeated him at the 281 UFC Ultimate Fight Championship over there at the Madison Square Garden in USA. He lost that fight, but right now he actually told himself the truth by saying, yes, I allowed my ego to work against me, and now I will have to get a rematch. Although we are waiting for Dana White, president of UFC, to at least sanction that fight. If that rematch will be coming up, a big one, it will be between Alex Pereira versus the man called Israel Adesanya, the star Bendarada. Now, quickly, let's talk about football. FIFA World Cup is almost here. By Sunday, countries will be fighting to see who wins, who stays. From Sunday, 28 November, they will be at least start playing football matches over there in Qatar. But now we want to unveil. We have to look at the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 officiating officials. Yes, the officials that will be officiating, the referees that will be working at the World Cup. We just have 3 ladies who will be working at the World Cup. Although let's start with the list of per continent now, not per name. Anyway, FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 officiating officials, center referee. We have 36 of them that will be at the center of the pitch. Asia, they have 6. Africa, they have 6. They have South America, 7. America, North America, 5. Oceania, 1. Europe, 11. Talking about assistant referee, 69 of them will be featuring. You have Asia 10, Africa 10, South America 15, and you have North America 12. Oceania, they have 2, Europe 20. Video assistant referee, you have 24 of them. Asia 3, Africa 2, South America 5, North America 3, and you have Europe 11. Now, 3 female referees will be at the FIFA World Cup. We have Stephanie Frappart from France, Salima Mukasanga from Rwanda, that's the only African good one, Yoshimi Yamashita from Japan. There will also be 3 assistant female referees. Now, let's take it back, starting from the center referees now. Let's look at it now, bit by bit. As we look at the center referees, 36 of them will be here to officiate at the World Cup. 11 from Europe. You have North America, you have 5. Oceania 1. South America 7. Africa, you have 6. And you have Asia 6.
Okay, and this is the same center referees that went for the 2018 Russia World Cup. They went with 36 and center referees also, in which we have 6 referees representing Africa there. So it's like the same thing is repeating itself. And the 6 referees from Africa, and we have from Zambia, Gambia, Rwanda, Senegal, South Africa, and Algeria. So these are the 6 countries that the referees are representing. Unfortunately,
no Nigerian
we don't have any Nigerian referee from there.
I knew you were going to say this. I was waiting for it.
Not that I'm going to say the reality, sincerely. From the assistant referee that we have 10 representing Africa, we have an assistant referee from Burundi.
And we have Gazama from Gambia.
From Gambia. We have from Angola. And this
what
is
happened to Nigerian
This
referee?
is Nigerian referee.
But maybe I should also look at there. If Nigeria, if I'm not there, what about Ghana? What about Morocco, Egypt, all of them?
We don't look at them. They look at us. That should be the difference, because we call ourselves the giants of Africa.
But really, if everybody follows. If they look at us, then it means our league should have been better. Their league is far better than ours.
The point here is, right now, we shouldn't be comparing ourselves with them.
Okay, now I get your point.
They should be comparing themselves with us if we've done the right thing. Like rightly said, Ethiopia, for example, they are showing their domestic league live.
And these are the referees.
These are the referees. And how will the FIFA get to know them? We spoke in the morning briefly about Steve Eriksen's story. Eriksen that he published recently, my story, that when he came to Nigeria in 2010 for an interview to be the coach of Nigeria, 10 of Nigerian NFF officials met him at Hilton and they demanded bribe, 50% of his salary. And he said no. And do you think FIFA will now be looking at that country football administration that they are? Do you know what it takes to refer a match at the World Cup?
You must have at least that dignity. You must have that.
Number one is honesty and integrity and consistency. You must have it. I'm not saying we don't have it in Nigeria.
Well,
we have,
it's very shaky.
But the avenue, the process, it is not there. When they are owing the Nigerian Referee Association 6 months, 8 months salary, you want to go and refer a match, you are from Lagos, you are going to Maiduguri, you go by road. Where you are going to stay, nobody make provision for it. It is the hosting team that will call you and say, don't sleep here now. I come to this five-star hotel, sleep there. And because after the match, you will not be able to see. Just take this 50,000, 100,000 for your transportation fare. That is why you see 10, 15, 20 additional time. That is when you see a team that needs to win 4-0.
That's when you see somebody throwing away their face when somebody is actually.
So that is what we need to look into. Sincerely, it is very embarrassing, but I'm very happy about those that deserve to be there, and they are there to represent Africa.
Now, still talking about the referee, we have 3 women that will be participating at the World Cup. We just mentioned them there. Frapat, not forgetting our Mukasanga from Rwanda. Let's look at their faces now, talking about what they've done for them to get qualified for this particular World Cup. You look at the beautiful Rwandese there, the lady from Rwanda, that's Mukasanga. She will be at the World Cup representing Africa, and we are so proud of her for the fact that she was able to make this. Yamashita from Japan is there. You have Frappa from France. The 3 of them will be at the center referee to refer games or officiate at the World Cup. We have to celebrate this lady for what they've done so far in world of football, for them to be recognized and also give it a chance. They will be having 3 assistant ref at the World Cup, but these 3 stand out because of the fact that they'll be at the middle of the park to dictate the tune of all the matches they will be referring.
Center referee. They're part of the 36 center referee. I think a very good one for our own, let me say our own this time.
Yes, of course,
she belongs to
from
the
Africa.
continent of Africa. And we saw when she made the record of being the first female to refer at the CAF competition. So I'm talking about the Cameroon 2020. I think a match between Guinea and Zimbabwe, and she led other 3 female assistant referees from Morocco and from Cameroon to officiate the match. And
that was it.
Complaint.
That was it.
She made it, and before that, also in 2009, she was among the referee for the female World Cup that was held in France. So it's something that she has started building since 2012. That she got the license she got the license as FIFA international referee. And funny enough, she read nothing.
Well, what a way to go. So easily now,
yes,
as she's referring game, whatever happens,
she can even look at it. That was her first degree. She had BSc in nothing. So that's what we're talking about when it comes to skills. Once you have the skills, it's skills supersede whatever qualification that you have. So I think she's doing very well. She has made Africa proud, and I'm very sure she's going to make us proud during the competition also.
Good one. Let's see what they will be doing there. The officials that will be officiating the World Cup. We have 3 women there. But for Mukasanga, we wish her the best over there in Qatar. While we look at that, some ladies will be playing some friendly matches. This evening, matches will be ongoing while some have been played. New Zealand, South Korea ended 1-1. At least that match has been played. But now we look at Australia, Thailand, even though that's also this game will be on. Portugal, Costa Rica, Brazil, Canada, England, Norway. What a match. That would be fantastic. Netherlands versus Denmark. Another big match there. Northern Ireland against Italy, Japan against Spain, and you have Philippines women versus Chile. Those are the friendly games, but some of them are really beyond friendly, like England, Norway, Netherlands, Denmark, Northern Ireland, Italy, Spain, Japan, Brazil, Canada. You look at those matches and you're like, it looks very competitive to me. Okay,
it shows how the women's football is progressing and it's improving in Europe. So it's before that you said, oh, it's either you are from, it's either the USA team or the Canadian team that they are very good. But right now, you have the German team, you have the Netherlands, you have the Denmark, you have the Chile, you have
Sweden.
The Sweden also, they can't be left out. So that shows that the women's football is seriously progressing, it's improving. Very soon, it will be competing with the men, with the men,
yes,
counterpart very, very soon. The way we are giving this attention to the FIFA World Cup for the men, also for the women also will be giving the same attention because they are getting the publicity right now. Look at the just concluded
the women's European women's competition.
The competition that they played. Look at the African also. You can see that the attention is shifting from the male to the female. So I think it's a very good one. Everybody wants to keep themselves busy before the World Cup. I'm very sure by Sunday you won't hear of any competition again except what is happening at Qatar, that everybody wants to really be there. They're going to suppress and subdue any other football matches in the world. So
maybe the only thing you'll be hearing is that they will be bidding for maybe another player that is not going to the World Cup.
Yes.
Just like Ashton has did before.
Maybe they can do that. Let them trend for a day or 2 days. Let people know that, oh, Eyimba from where?
They bidded for something she does. You know, I sat down like, let the media officer just go there and tweet something. Just do something that will make your club popular. Yeah. If Ashton can bid for Erling Haaland, who knows? Maybe Kwara United or Nasarawa United should just go and bid for a player that is not going to the World Cup. That is very fantastic.
Yes, definitely they can go and bid for a lot of them that are angry that they are not going to the World Cup.
Of course.
They can say, okay, come and play for us for
the next 28 days. Oh my goodness.
You get something.
Well, World Cup is here and really it's getting interesting day by day. We'll just roll out to you there. The teams that will be playing international friendly, the ladies that will be playing there. Now, before we actually wrap it up, let's talk about 2 stories. Manchester United. Yes, after Ronaldo gave that exclusive interview with Piers Morgan, United are considering ending Cristiano Ronaldo's contract following his tell-all interview. Issue of £1 million fine, issue of considering the legal team are considering what are they going to attach that interview to as a breach of contract before they will be penalizing him. A lot of issues here and there concerning this, although we all know that the marriage is over between Man United and Ronaldo. So all they are waiting for is to they are looking for that punchy side that they will hold on to and use against him.
Okay, I think them terminating his contract prematurely
will also
will not be the best way to approach it financially, because I'm very sure Ronaldo will have spoken to his lawyer. He will have looked at all the statements,
consider all the angles,
and I don't see any breach that will make them to terminate. Even Mason Greenwood, that was accused
of rape and all that.
Up to now, they've not terminated his appointment. He's still on suspension.
So
talk less of what has he really done. So terminating his appointment, it's not the best way to go about it. Yeah, they're going to fine him about £1 million or thereabout, and some of his ex-colleagues have said that £1 million is nothing.
It's nothing to Ronaldo.
So what they should be looking or praying for is to pray for a good buyer that will come during the January transfer. And any offer that comes, they should just let him go. And I'm very sure Ronaldo is very intelligent also. He has done his own work. Probably he has had this verbal agreement
with
some clubs that, okay, you're going to come for me in January, no problem, I have nothing to lose again. I'm going to drop this bombshell. After the World Cup, you come for me. They did that because before now, during the last summer, and he said it in this during the interview also, that clubs came for him. He didn't say club. He used plural.
Clubs.
Yes. He used plural. Clubs came for him, but the management
refused to
sell.
And then the news came out that there was no club that actually came for him.
But he said the clubs came for him.
I know. I'm talking about Manchester United now because the day too, a lot of officials here and there are coming out that maybe the clubs were not interested. But from the way it is, news came out that maybe Bayern Munich or some just last week they had a meeting with Jorge Mendes, his agent, and including him, and also Chelsea. You know, the owner of Chelsea, Todd Bowley, is really interested. But for Thomas Tuchel, who could they allow that to happen? Maybe now he could be going to Chelsea or Bayern or Sporting. Sporting are also showing their readiness to get him.
Okay, Ronaldo is someone that wants attraction. He's someone that wants the press around him. He's someone that always wants to be in the news.
In the limelight.
You always want to be in the news every time for good or for the bad reason. So if Ronaldo is leaving Manchester United, he's going to a club for a commercial purpose only.
I wish maybe he should go to that Saudi club that wants to pay 250 million.
We know probably a club in Qatar also is already bidding to buy him. Maybe China or somewhere.
And that would be a huge money.
Amount. There's nothing left for Ronaldo to win that he has not won. He has won everything. The only thing that is left for him to win is the World Cup. And they are going to the World Cup now. Let's see what Portugal.
And this is his last World Cup.
This is going to be his last World Cup. It's already a hold. So he has nothing to really offer or to prove to anybody that is not there's not how you talk about the history of football. They will talk about Socrates, Pele, Diego Armando Maradona, that will not talk about Ronaldo, Messi for a very, very, very long time. So he doesn't have anything to prove to anybody again. Let him look for where the money is and just continue his business. Who knows in the future, he can still come back to England, buy 1 or 2, 3 clubs and continue doing his business. It's going to leave in January, no doubt about that. The marriage is already over, but wherever he's going for commercial purpose and is going to make his money. And for the English press, and for his own future, I think it's better he leaves England.
He should not stay in England at all. If he stay in England with Chelsea or any club.
The reason why they are not focusing on him is because of the World Cup.
Yes.
After the World Cup,
they are ready to attack
and they
him.
still see that, oh, so you are still here. They will really come
for him.
They will come after him seriously. So I think the best thing, you shouldn't consider staying in England.
Just go to where you earn your money and enjoy it. At least he's already a businessman.
Just like Gareth Bale, what he did in Real Madrid.
He left for US.
He left for US. And before he left for US, he was having an issue. He'll be playing, but he'll be going to play golf. And he's getting his money. And when it is time for him, he said, okay, I'm not going again. I'm going to play in US MLS.
And he left.
And he left. So there's no issue.
So nothing stopped Ronaldo from going to Qatar or Saudi and earn that big money that, in fact, the record will be there, the highest paid player, because a club is already saying they are ready to pay him for 250 million for just a year or 2 seasons.
So what is left? What they want is attraction. Just like what was the name of this our club again that wanted to bid for
Ashton United.
Just like what Ashton did. Any club that is buying Ronaldo in the Middle East already
their website will also crash.
And it's for investment purposes, for commercial purposes also. A lot of companies will want to use him as a brand. So you have to look at it as a business, like we normally say. Sport is business and fitness. The business side of it is a very good thing. That is what the Chelsea owner is looking out for. He's not concerned in the trust.
Maybe a Nigerian club should be
a Nigerian Federation or club?
A Nigerian club.
Maybe a Nigerian Federation.
Okay, just between a light and over there. Before we go, one more story. Looking at Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, all interested in Borussia Mönchengladbach forward Marcus Thuram. Thuram has been a fantastic revelation over there. He played for Borussia Mönchengladbach. The fantastic player has been scoring goals a lot. And now about 4 teams are really Bayern, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal are looking at this player. They want to get him to their own side.
Yeah, it's a very good one. It's a new discovery, and for now, it needs to go to a club where it can enhance its potential. A club where it can go that people can get to know of him. A club where you can go and people will see that, oh, we have a good striker. So if you look at all the clubs that are coming up for him, Bayern Munich, they have a very good striker up there. That's the truth. Liverpool, Nunes, when he started, he wasn't picking, but right now I think he has gotten himself together. He's doing very well. He's scoring goals right now. I think he has scored 8 goals so far this season. Tottenham, I don't think that it's just like the case of Messi in Barcelona. For any striker to come to Tottenham and outshine Harry Kane, it will be difficult.
Unless he leaves.
Unless he leaves, it will be difficult. So Arsenal, currently, Gabriel Jesus that they got, it's not playing more like a box 9. He's playing more like a midfielder, an attacking midfielder. You see him all over everywhere.
He's playing like Firmino.
Just like Firmino, exactly. So they still need that top 9, which I think he can fit in, and he's still very young. He's very strong. He has the pace also, which is one of the conditions for you to succeed in Premier League. So I think Arsenal would have been the best option for him to blend.
Well, let's see if Marcus Thuram will be going to Arsenal, though part of the team or club, they are actually looking for a signature. 4 of them, Bayern, Liverpool, Tottenham, and also Arsenal, are all interested in the fantastic player of Borussia Mönchengladbach there, Marcus Thuram. We've been talking about so many stories here. UFC, Adesanya calling for a rematch. We also looked at team that the set of officials that will be going to the World Cup, where we have Rwanda, an African lady, Mukasanga, who right now is at least at the center of the pitch over there in Qatar, alongside Frappart and Yamashita of Japan. Not forgetting the fact that Manchester United are considering asking the man of the moment after that interview, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, concerning the way it is, Olawale Peters has been talking on all this topic. I want to appreciate your time with us.
It's my pleasure being here, Adeni.
Good one there. I am Adeni Ajijafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.